Ain't my first time at the rodeo.
With the classic shits, niggas sending classic hits. Automatic clips, niggas spit extravagant. With the classic shits, sending classic hits. We talking classic, bitch. Keep speaking out your ass, make you a classic archive. In between the hedges, not Atlanta, we reside. You know what it do, la bitch. Latin Jessica can move quick. Red rum for freedom, 316, give a fuck, I don't zone shit. Since you talking zones, bitch, got zones of our own, bitch. Nelly be Bethla hounds, bitch. Home to get your dome split. Bodies on 106, where they fillet, may own your shit. Then ship the package to Stonehenge. Out in the morning, rolling rich.
Traveling dog, let
Rolls and shit, it pop for the dough and pour a few homes, made you a new town league. Go Channel 5 News, snooping for clues when the rocks rain out in it, bitch. Gladiator, the paper, no belly, the weight up. Get to the bag and burn it, cause no, we never not able to know you that way, bro. You hear what I say, bro? Salt Alabama, Spring Valley, where they spray the man up. Tennessee, stay with them hammers. Them guard make souls stand up. Uptown, gon' stack them bands up. The block too hot for them ducks. Come around and play in Santa. River them tough in Savannah. In Savannah, yeah. With the classic
Good life, good spirits to you all out there in this divinely given moment in time. It's your girl, London Taj, and you are tuned into another episode of Classic Conversations. I need you all to join me in welcoming a very classic guest. Please, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Squalle.
You be practicing that?
Yeah, real classy shit.
Now you did that like smooth, like it wasn't even a problem for you.
It wasn't.
That's what's up.
That's what that classic shit do. What's up,
we
Squalle?
here, man. Uptown Baby's finest. We in the building.
Uptown Baby's finest. We in the building, and I'm so excited to be here to talk to you today because Uptown Baby 2 is dropping soon.
Yeah, it is.
And when?
September 16th.
September the 16th.
September the 16th. That's my mom's birthday. She passed a year ago, so we dropping it on her birthday. You know, in celebration of my mama. Shout out to Flo.
Shout out
Queen
to
Flo. Everybody know Flo, so you know what I'm saying. If you know my mama, you gonna understand the whole concept behind the album.
It's only been a year.
Yeah, it's only been a year. Yeah.
Did you find it a difficult process to continue to keep creating after going through something like that?
Yeah, I almost stopped. I almost gave it up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but we had a conversation. Like we talked on a Wednesday. She ended up passing on a Friday.
Oh my gosh.
Right, but the conversation we had was
oh my gosh.
was her basically saying like, if you really want to do it, you got to do it, and do it full out. You know, because I was letting her know I don't know if I want to continue making this music. It's starting to make me feel some type of way. It's starting to kind of mess with my mental a little bit.
Yeah.
And she was like, son, if you want to do it, you got to really do it. And then 2 days later, she passed. So now it's like, yeah, we going crazy. Like, in her honor, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I make her proud.
How long after her passing did it take for you to get back in the recording studio?
I would definitely say a couple of months. A couple of months. I probably started back recording around like mid-November, going into December.
Wow, so that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. You know, but I was feeling all these emotions, and music is like my therapy. And you know, I was going through all these emotions, and I needed to get back into the studio. You know, it wasn't like something that was forced on me. It was just like I needed to go do it. I was going just to record, not to release no music. I was just going to kind of just do it, you know, just to kind of get those thoughts out of my brain. I had been writing, you know, a little bit, but I had no plans on dropping no Uptown Baby 2, I swear to you. Up until the day of the Athens Hip Hop Awards, one of my steppers was like, when you dropping the next album? And before I knew it, I was like, Uptown Baby 2, September 16th. But I was not finished with the album.
Really?
So it was just, I was messing around in front of the camera. You know, he had the camera in my face, and I was like, September 16th, Uptown Baby. Like, it just happened so fast. And once he turned the camera, I was like, I ain't got no album.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
When was the Hip Hop Awards? Was that
That had to be in June.
It was
towards the end of June.
Right? So
yeah.
I
could not tell because you were like Uptown Baby 2 going crazy.
Because if you notice, before the Hip Hop Awards, I never mentioned anything about Uptown Baby 2.
That's true.
I had no plans on dropping nothing. And I just was messing around in front of the camera, and it just came out. And I chose a date, not realizing, like, dang, that's her birthday. I knew it was her birthday, but I said it, like, September 16th. He turned the camera off, and I'm like, whoa, that would be a good time to do it. But I ain't got no album.
But you did have an album, though,
I
apparently.
didn't have a complete album. I might have had On God, and I had Better Off. That's it. Everything else was from June to then.
What?
Yeah, we got to work. Yeah, we got to work.
And you damn sure got to work. Like, for real. So
Facts.
that's what I wanted to talk about. How does Uptown Baby 2 differ from Uptown Baby, in your opinion?
Ooh, I think, honest opinion, I think Uptown Baby was me trying to discover, like, how far I could go. You know, because I feel like with the album before that, ALWAYZ 2, is when I think I found my sound, and you know what beats I think I sound good on, and what type of music I want to create. So Uptown Baby was like, let's just have fun. It was one of those, you know what I'm saying. And the label was on me. It's like, you need to get something out, and I had a bunch of tracks just ready, so I just stuck them together and put them out. It wasn't really no thought behind Uptown Baby. It was just like, we was just having fun. I was in a good space, you know. And then Uptown Baby 2 is like, you hear the diversity between the songs, the lyrics.
For sure.
You hear some of the songs I'm kind of chill, some of them I'm like aggressive. So it's a lot of versatility that was shown on Uptown Baby 2. And then with the motivation of trying to go hard for my mom, it was like you could hear all the passion.
You could, and it
all
really comes through. I can't wait for the world to go ahead.
I can't wait,
like,
too.
For real.
Like, this the one, like, I never really had a feeling of like, oh, this the one.
Really? You never had that feeling?
I never had that feeling of like, oh, this one going. But this one is the one I'm like, yeah, this the one.
Because literally from start to finish, it's a movie.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, I can't find a better way to describe it, but it's definitely a movie that takes you through highs and lows, fun, you know, not so fun times, deep introspective periods.
Yeah. That's how.
And like
that's
you said earlier, popping that shit. I love when Squalle popping shit.
And I'm gonna tell you where that came from.
For real.
I was in the studio. It came from years ago, right? I'm in the studio with King Blanco, you know, and I'm laying a verse, and he just was like, you don't be like you could, but you just don't be popping your shit for real.
And he popped
his shit.
Yeah, he popped.
Like, I was like, yeah, for real. He was like, you know, when I talk, I'm like big wave man, and I'm him, and like you had it, you're really him, and you don't really give out that energy.
Yeah, you
He
don't.
was like, man, just pop your shit. Stop worrying about what people gonna think. Just like it don't matter who's gonna be mad at you. Just,
right.
You always want to be light. He was like, just pop your shit, bro. Whoever gonna fuck with you after that, that's what it's gonna be. So Blanco turned me up. He turned me up.
I'm glad he did though, because it just brought a different element.
He spoke some life into me that at the time I didn't even know I needed. You know what I'm saying? And after that, wow. And I'm gonna tell you the song that came after he said that. Transport came after that. So everything from ALWAYZ, like Transport, all that was like from him saying, man, you not popping your shit for real. So. Yeah.
Thank you, King.
I gotta
Blanco,
give my boys
for
flowers.
putting some fire under Squalle ass.
Yeah, he
so
did.
He can keep putting out that classic shit.
He did. Between him and my mom, my cousins, you know, that's when I'm shouting out Mud Gang. I'm shouting out my cousins and my family.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they be like, you putting us on the map. You putting us on your back. Like, pop your shit. We rocking with you.
Right, man.
You know, so Uptown Baby 2 is like the mixture of all of this coming together.
Oh, I love how you put that. I can see that
now. It feels like that
when
I went back and listened to it, because when you recording it, you don't know where you're going. You just doing it.
Yeah. Right.
But when I heard it all together in order, with the order that I chose, it was like, yeah, this is everything that I've been working for coming to fruition right here.
Yes.
Which is why I feel like, yeah, this the one.
Uptown Baby 2. What do you desire to obtain the most with the release of Uptown Baby 2? Is it more recognition? Is it... financial gain?
I think it's just the honestly the recognition and the respect, because I don't think I get that. I don't, believe it or not, I don't think I get that to the level that it should be.
Right.
And I think I'm slept on, which is cool. I like feeling slept on because it made me work hard, it made me hungry.
Yeah.
You know, so just that, like, oh yeah, that's him, like that's the guy, and we believe that he could do this and put the city on. You know, so I want the album to progress my career, so I could have the resources and the opportunities to come back and help other people. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, I work with the kids too. You know, so the money would definitely help with, you know, creating some of the scholarship opportunities that I want to do, and some of the community stuff that I want to do. So.
What type of scholarships?
I have, you know, I've been, a lot of the kids that I coach. And for people that don't know, I do coach basketball and step. So a lot of the kids that I coach, you know, I've been coaching them from 6th grade, 7th grade, and they're starting to get up into like junior and senior year. So I wanted to just give a little scholarship, something when they go off to college or whatever they decide to do once you graduate from school. I just want to offer them something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
because
you know,
any little thing helps.
Any
like,
little thing
anything helps.
Because I know I got a couple of scholarships when I got off to college, and I was able to get books and little food, groceries,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Little necessities. You know, just anything like that. That's what I be on. So anything I'm doing musically it's probably got some type of community foundation to it that I'm trying
and
to.
I love that.
You feel me?
Because I
That's
feel
just
like we
how I
need
am.
to hear and see more of that.
For sure.
That connection.
For
Like,
sure.
it's not separate.
Yeah, it's all the same. Like,
Yeah.
if you're an artist and you got an influence, you know, you should be, if you rooted in something, you know, that's what it is.
Right.
You know, and for me, it's the community.
So how important was sequencing to this album that's coming out? Because I paid attention to the sequencing, and
I saw, yeah.
it was beautiful to me.
You're a special person, because a lot of people don't think about it that deeply. But my albums are always constructed so intently. Like, the intentional behind the order of them is like almost a maniac level type of situation. So for Uptown Baby 2, the order of the tracks is probably the most important thing of the whole situation. Like, believe it or not, the cover and then the order of the tracks. Because I wanted to start out on some, like, that's why the first track is like Rags to Riches.
I love
You know what I'm
it.
saying? So I'm starting out kind of just telling how I went from rag to riches. And then I pop some shit. And then I come back. You know, we do, you know, homework, you get a little nasty.
Yes, you get real nasty, honey.
Then fan club, we popping shit a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom. It's like I hit them, oh, this the real shit, better off, come on.
Better
Nobody
off.
know that's coming. You know, so I put that right there intentionally because I didn't want it to be like, man, he just bragging the whole time. He ain't really saying nothing for real. Nah, okay, I'm saying something right here.
Better off is so deep.
Yeah. And better off is like I'm like shedding emotions and pain and trauma.
And I felt that.
And then the track right after that is like I'm popping shit again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster.
It's definitely a roller coaster, a classic roller coaster.
Fiction, you know, all that stuff is perfectly placed. After Fiction is the Squalle Shot 'em flow, which is what I ended up writing. That was the first one I wrote after her passing.
Really?
You know, so you hear the voicemail in Fiction.
Yeah.
That's her leaving the voicemail before she passed. Right? Everybody know my mama used to, you know, have a good time.
Oh my
She used to
God.
turn up, right? So she'll call me. I might have been busy. She'll leave crazy voicemails. So I took a little clip, put that in Fiction, and then the song right after that is Squalle Flow. You know what I'm saying? So it's all perfectly executed, I think.
I just want to encourage anyone who does decide, hey, I'm going to take a listen to Squalle Uptown Baby 2 to really pay attention to the
Sativa, what
sequencing.
up?
Like, really pay attention to the sequencing, listen and appreciate the story. It's so beautiful, and just let it flow in. I love it.
Yeah.
And it just, to me, I feel like you do like a great job of, when I hear your music, I don't think, oh, that's an Athens artist. If that makes any sense. Like, you just have this.
I'm starting to get that a lot lately.
Yeah, you just have this way of just being able to connect to any kind of region. Really, it seems like no one can like put you.
Yeah.
I love
I've been
that.
trying. I learned that. I hate to give this dude his credit, but I learned that from Black Nerd.
Of course, because you know what? I was just thinking in my head, I was like, I really get that when I listen to Black Nerd too. Like, I don't know where this man is from. Is he from outer space?
Sequencing all of that I got from him because we had a conversation when they took me out on the road. We was touring and we was driving in the car for a while. He would say like, you got to be intentional on what you want to do, what you want to say, who you want to say it to. You got to have a thought process behind everything that you do. So he the one put me on that because before then it was just I'm just throw these tracks on here, however many tracks. I don't care the order, none of it.
20 tracks.
Too many tracks.
20 tracks.
You know what I'm saying? So he the one that taught me how to like construct the full body of an album, and it takes for you to go outside of Athens and see it because we was traveling and I was able to see him in LG like. We perform in Tennessee and Pensacola and Profound and we were going to Florida and the event spaces was different. So one spot might be a bar, one spot might be I think we was in a museum one time. Mm-hmm. You know, so
what?
I seen
that's so dope.
I seen them rock different crowds, white, black, old white people, kids. Like one place we was at, it was called the damn Devil's Den or something. and I'm in here like, ain't no way I can do imported in here, and this is don't fly. God, y'all. And I did my hoodest, trappist, most ratchetest song in the Devil's Den.
In the Devil's Den.
I'm talking about with the hard rock, like heavy punkers, and it went crazy.
Really?
It went crazy. But if it wasn't for them putting me in that space, I wouldn't have been able to gather that mindset.
Cause we designed the set too, so it wasn't just jumping on stage.
Yeah.
We
everything had an intent behind it, and I took that and carried that into when we went solo. You know what I'm saying? I hate to give him credit, but
shout out to Black Nerd Ninja.
Shout out to Nerd.
Yeah.
Slick the classic sensei. A lot of people.
Him and LG, taught me a whole lot. Yeah, taught me a whole lot.
I could just imagine what that was like, and I would
fun.
have loved to see them.
It was fun. I know some nights sometimes we had King Blanco with us. One time we had Motorhead with us.
Yeah. Really?
You know what I'm saying? We was doing it. Yeah. We was outside for real, and it takes for you to do that. And that's what made me start realizing like, okay, if I drop my album, it needs to be able to sustain against Drake and Cole and Kendrick and Meek Mill and Wale and Future and 21 Savage and like it needs to be able to sustain with that instead of me just thinking like, oh, I need to have the best album in Athens because it ain't enough.
Yeah, you're not dropping local.
Athens is just one speck on the map. You know what I'm saying? So
when you drop on distribution, when you drop on the distribution, I wish more artists get this to their head. When you drop on distribution and you put on all the platforms, you're not competing against locally. You compete against everybody internationally.
See, that's a whole different ball game of thinking.
The mindset. Because when you look and see, like you might check your stuff. So it might be 2-3 plays, but you might get a play from like Tokyo or Germany,
exactly,
Australia. So it made me like I need to have music that can go worldwide rather than just what my core fan base is gonna rock with.
Classic key alert.
Gotta think big.
Gotta think big.
Like when I heard Uptown Baby, I'm thinking like this. I want a Grammy.
Yeah,
that's how I'm thinking. I want a Grammy, and I think he can do it.
That's deep.
That's what it's gonna be. And to people that don't understand it, it's just like, oh, he tripping.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
In my soul, I think it's a Grammy Award winning album.
Yeah.
And I feel like every artist should approach their projects and their music with that type of energy.
Right. And 3 years ago, I wouldn't have said that.
Really?
I would have just probably said something like, I'm just trying to do my best. But no, it's a Grammy Award winning album. I think. If I'm the Baby and I drop this same album, it's a double platinum album.
Yeah.
Right. So I should feel that way for myself.
Right.
And that's what life is short. That's what like her death has kind of shown me in retrospect. It's like,
God.
Like life is short and you don't have time to cheat yourself.
You don't.
You should.
It seems like time go by so fast.
It go by so fast. But I didn't have time to cheat myself no more. It was like that was a conversation. Stop feeling like you can't do it. Stop feeling like you're not good enough or talented enough. Like just do it and believe in it. So that's what Uptown Baby 2 is like the This what it is.
And I can feel that.
Feel it, right?
Yeah, you really can feel it when you listen to
You
it.
feel it. You feel it.
I can't wait.
It's a whole different thing.
It's a whole different Squalle. It's a whole, like you just evolved into something.
Yeah. Oh, I got in the bag a little bit.
Oh, God. Let's get into these collaborations, though. Because as I was listening, Miss Pretty Pink, we talked about Miss Pretty Pink on that homework.
That's
both y'all being real nasty.
That
and I don't know. I'm shy. I don't even know if it's okay for me to listen to stuff like. Oh my God.
That's what she was telling me. Like, Squalle, I don't know. This is a little outside.
I didn't even know you could talk like that, Squalle.
Oh yeah.
Oh my Lord.
It get a little,
honey, whatever woman, hey, you got something on your hands, lady. But for real. That's all. I'm scared of that. You got it.
I be on that a little bit, but homework was like, yeah, let's go crazy. And she was perfect. She was absolutely perfect for it. I don't think I could have sent that to anybody outside of Miss Pretty Pink. Like she was perfect. I think
she actually, she was.
And she came in with the moans. Like none of that was there.
Yes,
none of that was there before her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so all that moaning and all that you hear, and that's her.
She took it to another level.
And mind you, we in the studio watching it. So, you know, we looking at each other like, this, and the engineer's like, just go in there and do some moans. And I mean, that's the stuff you heard is what she went in there and was like, she say she's playing around. I'm like, ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
I mean, she had us all tripping. Like, when she left the studio, we was all looking at each other like, God. You know, and so and then at the end, the engineer, shout out to Oso from Black Academy. Oso does something else, and by the time I hear it, you hear that climax at the end.
Yeah.
And I was, oh my God, I don't even think nobody ready for this, especially from me. Because I don't go that.
I done heard you say a little bit of stuff, but never that nasty. Like that's a different level right there. Yeah. But that's another reason that made me appreciate the album, because once again, you hitting us over the head with something we didn't.
Yeah, ain't nobody ready for that one.
We didn't even know. Like, what the hell? And then it's Brad Chapo.
Oh, that's my boy.
I was so happy to hear that because I literally have been like, where's Brad? Because I remember seeing you guys perform at the Live Wire. When they had the HipHop residents, and his stage presence was so dynamic to me, and I love the music that I've been able to find.
We got a crowd favorite. I don't know if you heard it. We dropped that a couple years ago, but we go back and forth like 8 bars. Oh my God!
I want to say I might have it. Did y'all perform it at the?
We
no, y'all. Okay.
But we got a couple of like he got Fuck It Up, Have You Ever, Street, where I featured on his album a couple times. And then he was on my Squalle Shot Him 2 with him and Blanco for 38. Mm-hmm. So we've always worked together, and then crowd favorite. So he one of the ones, like, if I'm working on anything, I'm calling, hey, I need a verse. Because he's amazing.
For real.
He's amazing.
Is he going to make an appearance at the listening?
Yeah, everybody that's featured on the album is performing.
Oh.
That's, I think, with exception to Ant the Ripper, but he will be there as well. But Miss Pretty Pink, Brad Chapo, who he go by 82G Chapo now, and Ken Blanco.
That's right.
They all performing. I got a friend from Atlanta named Shalise. She's an R&B singer. She's performing. Then I got 2 young boys, Bro to God and R Honcho. They young, they like 19, 20. And they bringing that young energy, that young flow, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a good release party, I think.
How did the collaboration come about with Minnie?
Minnie?
I love her.
We've been working together for years. She ain't on Uptown Baby 2, though.
I could have sworn you sent me a song with her on it.
Nah.
I swear. Nuh-uh. You not going to do this.
No. That's Minnie. That's not Minnie Lié. They 2 different.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Minnie Lié. Because I was like, hold on. You sure that
that's me and Minnie Lié. We do have a couple of songs together, but she's not on Uptown Baby 2.
So that's not Minnie Lié.
Nah, that's not Minnie Lié.
Who is this Minnie?
This Minnie is she's a model, and she do hair. She's younger. She's maybe about 21, 22.
I love that song y'all did together.
And she went crazy, but she's young, and I heard some of her stuff, and I was like, come do a song. And she was like, nah, you Squalle. I'm like, no, just come do a song. So I'm actually trying to push her into creating more and releasing music. So she's a new artist.
That's dope.
That's, getting ready to, that's my thing. I like to take new artists and put them out there to see what happens.
Yeah.
And she delivered. She pulled up. I sent her that beat that morning at like 11. I said, we got a session at 2. She pulled up with the verse.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so yeah.
Quick
so that's
turnaround time.
She is
Minnie.
Fun Size Minnie on Instagram.
Fun size Minnie on Instagram. I gotta find her because
she lit. She lit. She models, she do hair. She's like a fashion person. She do content, she do a lot of stuff. And she from Athens. From Athens. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole Classic City situation going on.
Speaking of collabs, what do you think? Do you think there's a way to organize something like a hip-hop festival here, showcasing a variety of indie talent while also ensuring that the indie talent is paid for their performances? Is there any way to make that happen?
I think it's possible. I think you just need the right group of people to collectively put that together, but that's more than possible. And I think it's actually even easy to do.
Really? You think it's easy?
Given the people that we have, myself, Nerd, Montu, like if the who's
it's so
sat down and planned this out. Lady
but I
D.
want to see the artists getting paid, because one thing I've noticed doing this, what I'm doing, which is just providing edutainment and trying to make sure I can entertain and educate people at the same time about independent artists, specifically from this area and surrounding. But I've noticed that artists will go get the wardrobe, put the gas in the car, get the jewelry, everything, go to these showcases, show up, give their all in a performance, and get nothing.
Money.
And then it's gotten to a point where artists themselves are like, well, hey, I'm going to start being a promoter, having my own showcases, bringing artists, and they're going to pay me, and I'm going to perform. But then these artists aren't getting paid.
I think it's funding.
How can we make a way for everybody to get paid?
I think what I would do, I can't speak for nobody else. What I would do, I would create a nonprofit organization centered around hip hop. And then I would fundraise, and have a goal, and from that is how you could pay the artists. But it'll have to be the right people collectively together putting that. Because it's a lot of, especially if you're trying to do it outside, downtown, it's a lot of different clearances and stuff you got to get. But it's nothing to get a building and put on a festival. It just takes the right push, the right people, the right resources. But I think we got that. Like, we got that in our city.
I feel like that too.
That. We could have our A3C. We could have it. We just got to do it.
You talking about bringing it back?
Bringing it back.
Exactly. Exactly.
They used to do it. Two used to do it. Doing hip hop week. Yeah. I think they stopped. What
was it called? Was it Indie? That wasn't Indie Fest. That was yours.
Indie Fest. That's my. What was it called? I think it was called like Classic City Hip Hop, something like that. But Two did it though. It's been done.
And the artists were getting paid. Like every performing artist. No, seriously, I'm really passionate about this because I've been seeing these artists do so much and make so many sacrifices. So many different artists, and then they get off the stage and they get a lot of, I really like your music, take some pictures and all that, and then everybody just leaves, and then that's just it. And it's like, well, damn, like y'all are bringing high quality to the table. What can we do to make sure?
It takes the right person that can pull the support of the community. Because if the community got together and said, "Oh Lord,
not Stock. What's the name? Scrap Stock. Does that? Yeah, she pays artists.
Yeah, she does.
Really?
It's not as I think what you're probably mentions more long drawn out, but Scrap Stock does that. She pays artists.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She'd try to give them something.
Yeah. Something
they don't do it for free. It won't be free.
Yeah.
I just want to find a way to make that happen.
But I think it's on
us.
On
a scale like AdFest, like the AdFest is huge.
It's on us. I think it's on us.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the
What
truth.
we gotta
The truth
do?
is that our community financially doesn't support hip hop.
Are they able to financially?
Of course they are.
Because when I ride through here, I see
Because
a whole
you
bunch
can
of
go-
billboards of chickens, and they're all in the black communities. And
You can-
what else are we marketing to the people of color down here in the Classic? Can we talk about that? Like,
Trap.
that's programming.
Trap.
I don't see.
I'm gonna put it like this: it's plenty of money
It is.
in our community. We ain't gonna say hi.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of bread that be getting,
I like to say
to
people.
where we can do it ourselves. It
Yeah.
just would take the right people running it.
Yeah. I mean, not even
Yeah.
that. People do what they want to do.
Yeah.
So you got.
We got to figure this out. I feel like we can figure it out. I feel like
And then as
it can happen.
then as artists,
And it can be a
you gotta
beautiful
hold some of these artists accountable too. Sometimes you getting booked for shit and not showing up on time.
Oh, God.
Or sometimes the music ain't good. Let's just say it. Let's just call a spade a spade. Sometimes your music ain't good.
Damn it, man.
Or you're in front of the wrong crowd.
Or you just in front of the wrong crowd, or you can't perform, or you don't know how to talk, or you don't know how to
Yeah.
go get merch.
Stage
Like
presence.
sometimes the resources right there and you ain't seeing it cause you think you future.
Damn. yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be getting so beside ourselves, and that's where I was in a space where I was like, man, I ain't funny. But nah, it's the facts is that I am not J. Cole. I am not Wale. I'm not a major artist. So until I'm at that point,
Yeah.
you gotta put the work in.
It's a lot of work that
You gotta put the work in.
Yeah.
Like my first 200 shows was free. I didn't get paid until I started performing with him.
Wow.
So
It still had the game messed up.
and you gotta pay the dues, and you gotta understand how to show up as an artist and give the people something that they want to pay for.
Oh, okay.
That's why I take pride in the quality of the music, the quality of the videos. I might not shoot a video maybe once a year, but I save my butt off
Yeah.
to put the right amount of bread towards my videos. I save so I can go into a good studio. I can get my mastering. Performing wise, I rehearse. You got artists going on stage don't know their music.
Damn.
And this ain't shade, this facts.
That's crazy.
Like, you don't know your music. Whether you rapping with no vocals or vocals, if you don't know your damn song, how is you gonna put a package together for somebody to pay for?
Right.
Right.
But what?
It's on both spectrums. Like the community gotta support a little bit more, but the artists gotta give them some high quality stuff to support as well.
Well, welcome to. I'm sorry, London.
It's okay.
Well, because walk them through when we first met, what you were doing. When we first met, when I seen you on stage, remember
Screaming?
Not screaming.
Yes, it was just
Screaming and jumping up and down.
No, I'm saying like there was no
order,
there
no
was no order, no
direction.
form. I was like, what are you doing?
No nothing.
I wasn't paying attention. Like G had to sell me on Squalle.
Yeah.
Like G, hard to see that to sell me on Squalle. Because I seen I like.
He just doing what everybody
You know
else
what?
doing.
Yeah, I like we don't. I said that's not what we do over
That's
here.
what I was doing. Cause that was my version of performing. It was just you just grab a mic and you just scream at the top of your lungs, and that ain't a performance.
Ain't a performance.
It's not a performance.
I said these people paying their money to see you.
It's not a performance.
You got a CD.
If you think about your top tier hip hop performers, let's say DMX. You think DMX went up there and his set wasn't perfectly constructed? You think he just went up there and just did a bunch of random songs? No. They put thought into how Jay-Z, the people that you know, J. Cole, these Kendrick, they put thought into these performances. And I wasn't. I was just getting up there. I'm just happy to be on stage. I'm just rapping. I'm dead ass. I'm just up here just rapping, and I'm getting off stage, and I'm thinking I done killed it.
Right.
But I ain't killed nothing.
Ain't killed nothing.
So I had to learn how, and I learned that watching them. I had to learn how to flow and how to build the set, how to take them on a journey. Because that's what will make your fan appreciate you more. I'm probably more known now as a performer. I think more people know me as like, oh, he can perform than they actually listening to the music.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them, like, we got to give them a package.
Yeah.
And I didn't learn that until I got with with Nerd.
One time for Black.
We gotta give them a
Nerd
package because I think we do have talented artists, and I think our artists can compete with any artist in the world.
Right.
But we ain't giving them the full package.
Everybody just wants to rap.
Everybody just want to, you know.
Everybody just want to make the music.
Well, now that we having these conversations, that might not have been a thought
It's the
that
facts,
we
like,
need
you know,
to have a whole package or something. Because some people might just want to, what we can say,
Outsourcing.
just pay or find someone who will do
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
something for them, and then they can
And
just
then
focus around.
everybody want to be the one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy.
But everybody ain't the one. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Like, everybody just ain't the one. You might have to be the 4 or the 5,
Right.
and it's, you know, and get behind the one, and get them going, and so they can come back and extend the opportunities. You know, you might have to go and like I told Mocha this a couple weeks ago. We don't have the resources, and if we do, I don't know what it is. But we don't have we don't have the hip hop indie radio station here. We don't have we got what y'all do, right? But then there's not enough people even coming to that.
Exactly.
To put it on a.
Exactly.
We can have a Dirty Glove basket here. Like this could be that, right? But the community gotta formulate so all this stuff can work. Because right now we gotta go elsewhere to get the resources.
We do.
But we got artists that are good enough to compete with the best of them.
Yeah.
Like that ass. I tell anybody that.
I put artists against Atlanta artists in there.
Oh.
Cause a lot of us perform better than them.
Yeah.
They just got the
One thing
most.
I can say about the artists in Atlanta is they collaborate.
They do collaborate.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. That's what they
you're gonna see
collaborate like
somebody
crazy.
from this camp at this camp event and vice versa
figured it
all
out,
the time. It's like constantly
Atlanta
going.
figured it out.
Yeah.
They figured it out a long time ago.
Yeah,
they
got that
will.
synergy.
They will, and that's what I've been trying to do, which is why I work with a lot of newer artists now.
Yeah.
Cause they got the sound, and they have the followers, and they have the passion. They don't have the guidance. You know what I'm saying? I could give them the guidance, and then they give me something I ain't never seen before. You know, we gotta collaborate more, because if we did, it'll make this movement way more cohesive.
Collaborate, spend money with each other.
Yeah.
Collaborate and support. So how important is support to indie artists, and how do you define support? Because I've heard so many different definitions as I've been on this classic journey of what support is.
Man, showing up to a show, buying somebody's merch, sharing. My biggest pet peeve,
What?
and this happened to me maybe like a week or two ago. Man, I love that video you posted, bro. Like, I don't know the name of it, but it was a light-skinned girl. You was on the beach. I was like, oh yeah, vibing. Yeah, that's vibing. Yeah, bro, I love that video. I'm like, okay. Oh, well, I meant to share it, but so you ain't even share it, but you like the video though.
Right.
So that's support. Like, it don't necessarily have to always be money.
Right.
But like, if you like the person's music, post it,
Stream it.
stream
Right,
it,
stream it.
buy it, download it. It don't take nothing. It'll take a push of a button.
Right.
You know, but because you friends with Whoop De Woo, like it's so many politics
That's crazy.
that. But support to me is so easy. It doesn't have to always be monetary.
Okay, that's what I want to
Even
know, because
if
I
you
get
can't,
that
if you
from
can't make
somewhere.
it to the show, like hey, this is artist I really like. I can't make it to the show. I want to send you this flyer. You go check them out. Like, send that to your homies. Send that to your friend. Like,
Yeah.
if you like a song, send it out to a couple people. They might not listen to it, but at least on your end, you did something.
Yeah.
You know, especially on the indie level, that's how we make our money. You know, we got to make our money from the shows and from the merch and from whatever we packaging to sell to you. That's how we get money to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to support, do that. Rather than you see somebody and it's like, oh, I really fuck with you, Squalle. I ain't seen you share, like, comment, subscribe.
What do you think
I
that's
ain't
about? What do you think it's about
I don't know
with that
what it
not
is.
liking and sharing, but they actually tell you they like your stuff, but
I
then
don't know.
They don't like it and share it.
they don't like it and share it on social media. Do you think it's just like a fear of like, I don't want this
No.
person to think that I'm like obsessed with them or like
I think
keeping
it's
up with them or
I'm gonna be honest, man, and I'm gonna get canceled before I even get started.
No, what?
think-
No, because
I
this is
think-
a real
But, baby, you about to
conversation
go
we need to
down,
have.
I think our city is a following ass city.
Damn.
So I think it's just like they'll know in their mind like he talented, but until Atlanta say he talented, or until 2,000 people say he talented, I'ma just be quiet for now, cause I don't want nobody like why you supporting him, like he lame or he boom boom, you should be supporting, cause this who everybody listen to. Like I think it's that. I think the mindset of our city here is like just the.
And I don't think it's just our city. I think it's a lot of places that just have been programmed to think, well, if I don't see it on a mainstream,
most artists pop on there, they pop somewhere else.
You're right.
And then they city be like they city follow after that.
And
like,
that's crazy.
Oh, we been. No, you haven't. Now, out loud you haven't. Out loud you have not.
But I feel like Atlanta, for some reason, they have like their people there that support them for some reason.
But it's political to them too, cause you could be not from Atlanta and pop first. Like so, every city got their little politics. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's that. I think it's just people just don't want to be seen being attached to somebody that's not famous yet or don't have
so crazy.
Some sort of motion just yet. But when you get that motion, they'll be like, man, I've been supporting you since. You'll be surprised how many people been supporting you since day one that you ain't known about. They just waiting for the world to catch you. Then they can. It's like it validate their opinion. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's odd, and I don't really know how to change it.
I mean,
it's got to be a way to flip that around, because I just feel like a lot of people just don't. I don't know what it is. I think it's the programming. I think it's the programming.
I think you gotta keep in mind, like, because things have changed so much, right? Since from music, right? For entertainment in general, right? The best thing I've heard toward that point is that we gotta teach people how to interact with whatever we have. Like, so we interact with your music.
I like that.
So learning that different perspective, I think now, if you take that approach to it, so like how you see the music should be worldwide. Well, how do I promote worldwide a certain song, whatever the case be, right? So maybe you need to have international perspective when creating videos now, right? You've got to teach people how to interact with our product, interact with the music, interact with the brands now. So that I'm taking more of that type of approach to it, because I've been feeling like the whole, like from our city perspective, and that's always been the thing, right? But I think it really comes down to that you gotta show them, like you just gotta show them how to interact with you, and then people don't. When it comes to like especially indie shows, or I say hip hop, because I've seen a lot of other shows where people are interacting. Everybody want to be cool. Yeah. Like everybody wants to be the one in the crowd. But I remember once upon a time in Athens where you go to a show and people really came to see the show, right? They really came to see the artists. They really came to have fun. Right, but now I think, like I said, we just gotta show people how to interact with what we're doing. I want to know
how can we regain that, because I know there's people who want to see independent talent because of shows like American Idol and all of that. They tune into America's Next Top Model and all this, so they want to see it. But what can be done to make them want to see it in the area that they're living in? To branch out and be like, hey, honey, you want to go on a date night? Hey, let's go to this showcase.
Professionalism.
You know.
Professionalism, safety, like you got to provide all. You got
it's a bunch of layers to it.
Yeah, you got to check more boxes now. Yeah. Just because you got the internet, right? So no one's coming. No one's gonna. If you want mass, right? So you got to you getting demographic, age groups, and all that good stuff. So like for my age group, right? They not coming out after 10.
What?
They're not coming out after 10. Cause we in the bed.
I might be a vampire.
Yeah, you might be.
Yeah. But to a certain point, right? Which days of the week are you a vampire?
Gotta work.
But you know what? Some days in the middle of the week, it might be a Tuesday, it might be a Wednesday. Then I go back to, I have to be to work at 7 in the morning. And I just thug it out.
But you one of them people that would say you just got it.
Yeah, but you're there. You're there.
You got it. You want it.
Collecting content.
Yeah.
Everybody's not coming to show
content.
Everybody
doing content.
Everybody come to content. You talking about getting fans, getting people to come out, because people do go to events, right? People go to the top layers or the higher layer events, right? But you talking about coming to a local event, with people they see every day, and people aren't putting the value on. So that was another thing we did with we put the value on our brands. We're not showing up to any and every old thing, right? We're not doing any and everything. So we got to put the value back on it. You got to put the price back on it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many layers you got to put back on, so that when people show up and they spend their money or artists getting paid, that value has to be to know, like, I'm showing up to an event. I know people come have fun. an artist isn't gonna perform, then walk outside and take his whole crowd with them, or take
Oh
her
my
crowd.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're really the intent has to be really come to enjoy a show, an independent artist show.
Yeah.
So you got to get back to that, and that'll be the hardest thing to get through because now you got social media where everybody's a star.
Yeah. And it's tiered. It's tiered too because it's divided. Because you got like this downtown situation, and then you got this like hood situation.
Yeah.
So hood artists are not coming downtown.
Yeah.
And then artists that are primarily performing downtown might not come into, you know, those spaces.
Yeah.
So it's so many like layers and tiers to why it's not unified.
Yeah.
I wish
It can be.
Yeah, it can because we
You
all
know what I'm saying?
cousins. Everybody know everybody.
Y'all just keep on tuning in, and we gonna figure this shit out. We gonna have to figure this shit out
That
because
ain't
there's too much amazing talent.
We do. We
and
got
too much to offer the world out there,
best talent here.
Right.
and we can't be like it
We
don't
got the
exist.
best talent here because I go to Atlanta and kill Atlanta. And
But
the only thing because
Forever I love Atlanta.
because Atlanta is like you know,
what?
they trying to be cool, but me, I'm putting on a show. So when they see it, they's like, "Where you from?" And when I'm like Athens, it's like,
Athens.
"You from Athens? They rap down there?"
Yes,
And
yes.
it's like, man, put some respect. Like we would eat y'all for breakfast. We just. And I think in time it's gonna be like they gonna put some respect on us.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying? But
I am going to make sure
Man,
of
we
it.
go
I'm
out
going to
there
be
and-
one of many forces out here working
because
to
out
make
there
sure
you're not
that
gonna
it
get
happens.
out there you're not getting a 15-minute, 20-minute.
Nah.
You getting one song, two songs
Yeah, you
at best. And if that one song ain't catching the second one, you shouldn't even do it. Cause
Yeah.
they gonna be looking at you like we ain't fuck with the first one, my boy. So Atlanta is like
Yeah.
oh my
the
God.
Apollo, bro. Like
It
you gotta,
is.
but you should be like here. You get an opportunity to hone in and
Yeah.
and get and find yourself, and so you can take that out there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Right.
I like
So
that.
I've been like she on my live right now. Shout out to Sativa. She do a show every Friday in Atlanta, Freaky Friday.
Really?
Man, I've been to like the last 4 of them, and they been showing me love. Like,
Freaky Friday.
and look, she said Athens is popular in Atlanta for music, so they know what's going on.
Oh, so y'all know about
But
that classy shit.
We just
All
gotta
right
we
now.
just gotta figure out a way
Don't
to.
be acting like y'all country cousins
But
ain't
I
popping.
say this: when we be at the show,
Just playing.
when we be at her show, the Atlanta artists, like if a talented artist get up there, when he get done or she get done, all these other artists is like, hey, we need to work.
Yeah.
Like
That's dope.
like down here.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, that was fire, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's a.
but
that's
it's no
it.
like, or a nigga might be like, hey, we need to get in the lab, and then as soon as you hit them, like, hey, we need, what's up?
Yeah.
It's like nothing.
Yep. That's
It's like,
it.
but out
What's
there,
up with that?
when they say let's work, they really mean
They really mean
let's
it.
work.
Yep.
A week or two later, you might see them performing somewhere together. They gonna start sharing each other posts, cause it's like they understand, like what needs to
Collaboration.
happen.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? We just need that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we gonna get that, but we need that.
But we find that in other cities too. Because
Yeah.
when we met people from Knoxville, people like, well, all my collaboration been mainly outside of Athens.
Yeah.
Like with G worked with Iffy.
Yeah.
What you did with talk on it, Sonny and Skinny.
Skinny, ALWAYZ.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us collaborate with artists. So like half the time you just need to get in your market.
Yeah.
Right. I know I don't create trap. And me trying to reach out unless it's someone I know that fit the song right, but we don't need to know trap. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. I think we got to start working with, especially within the city, because we're so diverse, and like I said, we're all related. We're all in the same boat.
Facts.
Everybody just want to be cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to be seen with this cuz. But if you come and network with one another, and that's really what CrateSpace is. CrateSpace is trying to bridge that gap. Where like, look at y'all. Yeah, you dope, but you don't handle your admin stuff. Like
Right.
when we first came out, I said, hey man, go this site right here, gonna connect everything together for you. We don't want to do the admin stuff. We don't want to be second to nobody, right? Because then we're weird. I think that was the hardest thing for you to realize. Like, hey man, like you gotta come in, you gotta go talk to these folk. Since y'all know how to socialize, go network. That's how you build your network up, right? So I started seeing them popping up on features. G popped up on a bunch of features. Like everybody started using their skill set. So when we collaborate and we build like that, that expands everything. So now you can call out of town, you can call out the city, whatever the case be. But we don't want to. Everybody want to be cool. Everybody remember you from city shows. Everybody remember you from West Side, from Clark Central. Everybody remembers that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's what it is, though. We still locked into that. But if these, especially like these younger generation, which I think they're not locked in as much. But if they just say, hey, we're gonna collaborate, we're gonna build a network, sort of like building game, right?
Yeah.
Forget who a part of it. Let's build it and let's move it. Forget all this other stuff y'all talking about because y'all ain't got nothing. Right. Everybody looking for a manager, you ain't got nothing to manage. Everybody looking for all these different things, but you ain't got nothing. Yeah. So let's come together and build something where you have a conglomerate of videographers, people taking pictures, podcasters. Like you can build it based off of that, but everybody want to be cool. Everybody think they can do it by themselves, but you can't do it by yourself. Right. None of us can.
Game applied means elevation, and we gotta definitely.
Game applied means elevation.
Game applied means elevation. That's what game is all about.
That's nice. I like that. Yeah.
Game applied means elevation, and there's got to be a way to apply the game in a way where everyone can elevate. It has to be. It just has to be. Just figuring it out and the scheduling and the shadow work, and the ego and all that stuff. Because I mean, we all human, so stuff be getting in the way. But
but we all related though, man.
Yeah, so it has to be a way to.
East side, west side, like we're all related. Everybody got cousins on all east side town.
Right. When I scream Mud Gang, they from east side, but I'm born on the west side.
Yeah.
Like it's all.
I mean, because it's only like a 5-minute
ride.
That's
it. You said that, but that's my whole.
It ain't that.
That's my whole point.
It ain't that big, you know. So outside of music, are there any other services and merchandise that you have to offer?
No.
Now I know you said you work with the kids, so that's definitely a service. So no.
Hey.
Oh. Yeah, I work with kids. I coach kids. I do basketball. I coach basketball as well. So
that is a service.
I will offer like some one-on-one training.
So you play basketball? You know how to play basketball for real? Uh-huh. I would love to see that, like a classic hip hop. Like,
I've been thinking about that for the longest.
Yeah, that would be so dope.
Yeah, I played from 6th grade and I played in college too for a couple years. You know, so.
Damn, Renaissance.
Yeah. I did a little bit of everything. For sure.
Do you think artists should refrain from recording and releasing music after a certain age?
No.
Because
I think the how you present it should probably change because if you're a certain age, then you should be presenting to your age because that might be more. You know, conducive.
You should be presenting to your age.
Like if you 50 and you like, if you 50 and you're not Snoop or Nas or these niggas,
already established.
You know what I'm saying? You're not already established.
Okay.
You shouldn't be up here like. Your approach should be a little different. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. If you 20 and you trying to make a juke jam song, then it's gonna be hard to kind of. I don't think the age actually matters because there are artists that were successful way after. I mean, 2 Chainz was what, like 40 something?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this the pro.
It's just how you deliver it, I think.
Okay, so I never heard it put that way though, but that
I never tell nobody they're too old to do something they love to do. That just ain't gonna sit right with me.
And that's only in the black community.
You know. Exactly. We the only culture that care about that. Rock and roll, pop, country, folk. They don't give a damn how old you are when you pop. They don't care if you 80 and if you making good music, they gonna support you.
It's
nice. all that stuff that we be dealing with is all in hip hop culture.
I never thought about it.
I swear, just when you think about it, it's all hip hop culture.
What is old?
Age ain't nothing. Age, do your thing.
Well, it's gonna evolve.
Do your thing.
It has to. I mean,
tell us who evolved. Because you would ask that question how many years ago? How old were you when I met you? Like
20, like mid-20s.
Yeah, 20. I was 32, 33. right? Remember, we got asked that same question. He gave us the most outlandish answer. My boy was off the wall. We all leave each other. What? He was just like, man, forget
I can't even remember what I said.
Yeah, it was wild though.
It probably was something crazy.
It was something crazy. So that for me, sitting here listening to the answer, like, yeah. Like, I can tell it clicks. He gets it now. So, yeah. That's literally the question right there. Like, that's literally the answer. You're looking at the answer to your question right there. Because he's evolved from that 20-year-old some kid.
Say something crazy.
He said, boy, he evolved. Boy.
I think I said something like, if I'm 26 and I ain't made it, I'm just like, I said something crazy. I know it was something wild for sure.
And me and bro were like 32. We're like, looking.
I think I said if I'm 30, I don't think I'm going to be 30. Like,
yeah.
And they was already,
we were 30.
30.
Like, crew just leaving, like, man.
Yeah,
but to that point, though, like that, but that's where living life and growing to this point. So, like, the answer done changed, and then, that boy, wow, you hear me? You hear me?
But that's because I'm coming straight out of, like, rolling rigs.
Yeah.
This is my whole mentality. I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm just excited to be here.
Really?
Yeah, that boy, wow.
What do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
These niggas done made me hot. These bitches done made me hot. The streets, they know that I'm hot. These niggas done made me hot. These bitches done got me hot. Hot like that motherfucking grease on the stove. I got stupid, you already know. I'm a fool with these motherfucking bows. When I cook it, they already know. When I cook it, it's already reloaded. I'm a fool with this shit, boy, it's potent. When he smoke it, it's already token. Nigga make her, they already choking. Nigga fool, but I'm already focused. I'm a fool with this shit, I'm in motion. Get the flowing like motherfucking oceans. Get the flowing like motherfucking water. Like that shit around my motherfucking neck. I'm a fool with this.